it's 8:15 now,
Mm-hmm.
or 9:15.
10:15.
Yeah, one of those.
10:15 for me. Okay, so we just negotiate, and then after we negotiate, then we talk about the negotiation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you guys have something you want to start off with?
You have any specific expectations?
No, not really.
This was one thing that we were trying to figure out was like which questions our negotiation will be based on.
Yeah.
So we picked a couple of questions from the main case. At the end, I don't know if you guys saw them.
Which page?
In
The conclusion on page 6.
conclusion.
Okay,
Yeah.
good idea. Good show.
Do the questions and figure out what our terms were for it, and see what kind of your guys' terms for it were. Kind of meet somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
So for the royalty per cut, because we're making the cup, so I'm assuming that we're paying you
Yes.
the royalty. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So for the royalty, let me pull up that Excel. Okay.
And
So for the price per cup, we're selling them for 25 cents, correct?
yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that was both of us. And it costs us 14 cents for each cup to make them. So we're making about 10 cents, 11 cents on the cup.
Yep.
So we figured for a royalty, we could give you 2 cents per cup.
2 cents per cup. Okay.
Because that's where, we're making the cup. All we'd be doing is slapping your guys' name on it.
So does that mean that you are going to do the packaging, the production?
You're paying for the packaging line?
See, that's where I was really confused on this.
Because in the video put together by to show us how to do the calculations with Excel, it showed GMCR covering that.
Covering the packaging?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because that was the next question in the case, who's paying for the packaging line?
Yeah.
And I figured if we were paying for the packaging line, this goes in all the questions, that if we pay for the packaging line, we also want exclusivity.
Exclusivity. What does that look like to you guys?
That nobody else can make these cups. You guys aren't going to go out and make deals with another coffee company.
Okay.
But then we're also wondering, do you guys have any patents on this design?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's why you guys would be concerned about exclusivity, because we've got the rights.
Right.
Otherwise, you guys would just do it yourself, and you could even throw us out the window.
Right, but if you guys have the patents on it, obviously we want to do it with you.
Yeah.
But we don't want to be paying for everything if we don't have exclusivity, and there's the chance that you guys would go off to another group and make a deal with them as well. because I'd kind of leave. I don't know. I don't think that's good business etiquette.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Let's see here. Well, if the royalty per cup is 2 cents, I don't know if you guys can see my screen here, but if it's 2 cents with our costs of wages, our sales force and our people maintaining the coffee machines, and that's another thing we need to talk about. Anyway,
Yeah.
we've got a profit of cup of negative 6 cents.
What's your
Yeah.
negative?
Yeah.
-6.
If we only give you 2 cents per cup,
Yeah.
Correct.
why is it negative?
Well, just because we gotta cover our workforce, we got wages.
Because we
Which is-
still have to run all the other deals that you guys. We still do
Right.
all of that stuff.
Well, 2 cents per cup brings us a revenue of 176,000, and our wages are 720,000 per year.
Yeah. So how does that bring you guys minus then?
Yeah, that drives us into the ground.
But if you
Especially if there's
you guys should be
exclusivity.
making wages off of the
Yeah.
off the coffee maker. I mean,
What's that?
you guys should be making stuff off of everything else. We're pretty much just borrowing your name, sticking it on there, giving you guys,
Right.
making people use the coffee machine that you're building.
Right. Although the coffee machine thing, that's just a one-time thing. I mean, we sell it, and it's got a long life of 5 years. So I mean, we're not really.
We're not making any money for a while.
Yeah, but if they break down prematurely, or I mean, I'm sure it depends on use of it too.
Yeah.
And if
And
you
this.
guys are gonna still put it in business
Right.
suites and offices,
Sorry. Turn my phone on.
then you guys should still be making money.
And we're also assuming a 5-year life, so I think that's all part of the wages, and we got people that are running around maintaining and making sure that everything's good. So, yeah, our customers are assuming it's going to last 5 years.
So are you thinking exclusivity forever?
Oh, that is a good question. Griselda, what do you think?
I think exclusivity on a limited time because we want to see,
Yeah.
how it's been forever. So, in the limit time, open for a new contract or open for another.
Okay, so you want exclusivity for like a year?
So I would say probably 3 to 4 years. For
Yeah, not a year. A year is too little.
You guys too short, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of stuff just for a year. So if we did like a 3 to 4 year contract and then we reevaluate it and see if we want to resign.
Yeah.
What if
What,
what if we kept you to I don't know, Adam, what do you think?
well, I think that our investors are, investors want a company to grow. They want to make a profit down the road, and so our biggest concern is the ability for us to expand and to grow, and we want to make sure that we can get into other markets. And if you guys had the capacity to take care of all of our national and even international lines, if you guys could do that, then and if we could come up with some really good terms so that we're satisfied, because if you didn't have exclusivity, we could negotiate with other parties, and so we'd have the potential of making a good deal if we couldn't make a good deal today. So we'd want to make sure that your capacity was sufficient for our expected growth. But if you're going to be forking over some money for a production line, and if you guys want to make sure that that's covered, that we're not going to leave you next year and you're going to have, another $600,000 still depreciating with no ability to utilize it, then we don't want you to be out. So we want to make sure that you get a sufficient profit for your investments. So definitely, you guys need some assurance there. So I think if we give you either exclusivity over a certain geographic area, or if we give you exclusivity if you guys can meet all of our production for 4 years, like you said, I think that's probably reasonable as long as you can supply additional demand down the road.
Right. The only thing with doing exclusivity just for a certain geographical area, we'd want to make sure that the person that you make a deal with in a different geographical area cannot move into ours. Like,
Oh,
we
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
that area.
that's what it's all about. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I think the cost that we will provide it for 5 years as well, because that was part of our of the calculations as well. So I think you will not have any problems on that. And if there is any additional ones, what do you think, Madison?
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
And,
So if we did a 5-year contract, because that's what our
Yeah.
calculations are for, I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
And then we can reevaluate the negotiation and figure out the terms that we want to change or keep the same. And if we want to do the same.
So I think right now you guys are in the northwest, northeast.
But we are not in California.
Right.
I mean, there's a couple of places that we're not in.
And if you guys were excited about expanding, and if you guys wanted to expand where we were at, and if we had a really good relationship going, if things worked out, why not? We could both move together, to different locations as we grow.
Right.
Otherwise, producing in the Northeast and shipping all these cups to, let's say, California, if we moved to California, it'd probably get a little expensive.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, we could figure that out down the road.
Yeah.
Adam?
Yeah.
I have a question. Can you try in your calculation to put 0.03 on the cup? How that brings the numbers?
Yeah, that puts us at a profit per cup of -5 cents.
So still you're not profit.
No.
What will be the profit for you guys there?
The break-even goal seek. Let's actually goal seek ours to 0. If we were to make a 0, it'd
You
be,
guys would need 8 cents a cup.
yeah.
Stop.
8
Which
cents?
we would not give 8 cents a cup at all.
Holy.
And that puts you guys at a profit of, 1 cent. But that's higher than ours.
Yeah, but we're making our money off of this.
Right?
We have the production line. We're doing all of that.
Yeah. We were thinking as a start was 2, maybe we can go 3, but like 8 is just too much.
No, I think we should stick with 2 then.
Yeah.
Does it say how much you guys are making after all of your other costs are taken care of with other coffee?
Grizel, did you see that in there anywhere?
No, no, we didn't have lots of information.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys had a way to analyze ours compared to others, the opportunity cost, if we could look at that and you could say, okay, this is where we draw the line, that would be ideal. That way we can, we can make sure you're not getting shafted. But doesn't specify. Another question would be, are your facilities being underutilized? I mean, if we're not making any money, we could say no, and you guys could go on to do something that is productive. But if you've got machinery and equipment that's just sitting around, or expertise that, if you got extra workspace, and if you threw an extra machine in there, and even if you only made 1 cent per cup, it'd be better than nothing.
That's the thing is, like, no matter what, for the packaging on this and the production on this, we're going to have to get new equipment.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, to make
But
all.
having money invested in something where you're making something is better than having your money invested in nothing. So I guess that's another question that would definitely need to be asked on your end. Although you guys don't have the information, it's frustrating.
Yeah, like really, we did not have a lot of information at all. It
Right.
just we wanted exclusivity. That's pretty much all we got.
Huh. So what would satisfy you guys? I mean, do you want to do like a 50-50 of everything, or do you guys want more or less, or what would make you guys happy? Do you guys want 3 cents per cup equivalent? You said something about
we'd be giving you guys 2 cents per cup.
right. What kind of profit per cup would you be expecting? What would make you guys happy?
So if we did,
What do you think, Madison?
Like,
How much should we give them? That's kind of the question.
yeah.
I mean, what's your walk away? What would make you happy if you saw the profit line per cup equivalent in the investment somehow?
I mean, without us giving any money to you, we're only making 10 cents on a cup. So giving you 2% is 20% on each cup.
Okay.
So one thing that I'm kind of going away from the question a little bit. How many employees do you guys have, Adam?
That's a good question. It just simply says that we've got wages of 720,000 per year, so about 60 grand a month. Yeah, 60 grand a month.
So how many is that?
What's that?
How many employees would that average?
I don't know how many employees we have. I'm looking
Yeah, it
through the
doesn't-
case.
It doesn't tell us that.
It's talking about employees that we're selling to, who sit in office settings.
Because when I read a little bit of the case, the deal that you guys are doing with us is kind of similar to a distributor. So we are kind of doing the production, and I think we're kind of selling it as well. So, because having a royalty, I don't think you do much, but just mentor or.
Well, we're fulfilling some of the orders too.
Here, if you want to break down, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Here is. Let me flip that. Okay. This is kind of what's going on with everything.
Yeah.
There's us. You guys are the roaster. and then we've got distributors, and you're selling to the distributors, and we're selling the brewer. We're supplying the brewer the
The
machine.
coffee machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the cycle right there.
So you guys, you're not doing any like the only sales force you're doing is with the roasters or distributors, but not really actually customers, right?
The distributors are our customers,
Right.
Yes,
and you
but
guys are supplying.
not the end customers.
Mm-mm.
Right.
So you have other streams of revenues beside us with distributors, right? It should give you more. I don't know. They should have given you more like other streams of revenues you guys get. It's not only from us.
Right, but you guys also have other streams of revenue too that probably aren't in the case, right?
Oh, we were talking about you guys.
Yeah, but we're selling you guys our coffee.
Right.
I mean, we're not selling you guys our coffee. We're selling the distributor our coffee with our name on it. I mean, the only difference is that it fits into your machine.
I don't know. It's kind of seems a little bit tricky. They have not given lots of information.
Yeah, we're definitely missing more information. But we are giving you exclusivity for a while, which means we can't go to anybody else in that area.
Right.
Which means this is going to be our only revenue stream.
Just in one area, so certain areas, but not.
Northeast, you're saying.
Right.
But we would be willing to open up to the entire United States
Let's see here.
for this.
Support.
So you're saying in 5 years, if this works, then you might go, you'll distribute further.
No, I figured for this, like if we're making a deal with you, obviously you want to sell your product across the entire country, not just the areas that our coffee is in. So we'd open it up to the entire country where you're selling these Keurigs. Restart. Stop.
We were just reading that it looked like you guys had increased your sales team. I'm just wondering, do you guys recall anything like that?
No.
Wait.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there. 1997.
GMCR has doubled its field sales force to 31
To build
To
market
build
shares. Yeah.
north to build market share. So you guys have expanded, and you're looking at expanding in the area. That's interesting. With that said, you guys are looking to expand. So you're looking for opportunities like ours. Hey, do you guys mind if Chelsea and I talk for just a minute?
Go ahead.
All right.
the bird. Careful. Is that a dog you have?
Yeah, and he likes to whine. I mean, at least he's not howling and barking, but
Yeah.
he
I
just,
have a puppy human.
yeah. I think that's just his way of talking. He just wants to be heard. Or he might see a squirrel outside, I don't know. Being noisy today.
What kind is your dog?
It's a red-boned coonhound,
Okay.
so they're extremely vocal dogs. That's everything I've read about them. And they're super clumsy.
Hmm.
And he's still a puppy. He's just a year old. My husband decided to bring a dog home one day. He drove 6 hours to go get it. I was like, great, thanks.
I don't think I will have that opportunity. My wife is allergic to dogs,
Oh.
and I've always wanted to have a dog in my house, but my mom never liked it.
Yeah.
And then my wife never liked it. I'm just not lucky.
No, dogs are fun. I mean, you can tell when I'm not feeling well. It was funny because yesterday, right before I got the email, I lost everything that I ate.
Ouch. Hey,
And
you guys hear
what?
us?
Yeah.
We're back.
Okay.
So,
Adam, you need to mute your other one.
oh, okay, thank you. All right, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, so we went over all the numbers, and what we were thinking is, why don't we just split all of the costs and the profits 50-50, including the profits, the costs and profits of our coffee machine sales, and we'll provide most of the majority of the contracts. How's that sound to you guys?
With that, then do we get equity in your company since we're going to be running 50% of it?
No. We're talking about just giving you 50% of all of our coffee machine sales, and it's just like a partnership, just a really close partnership.
And you still get that exclusivity for that contract period.
Yeah.
So everything that you guys do, we're going to get 50% of it.
Well, here's what we're thinking. If you can see my screen. Oh, let me pull up the other one here. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so what we were thinking is we've got the potential, the capacity for the product line is 1,500, right? So if we let you guys purchase half of the machines, so that's 750 machines, and the average per machine is 700. We'll split those costs. So 700 times 750, whatever that runs. We're splitting in, the cost of all of the machine equipment, the coffee machine equipment.
Okay, so it's the cost per machine is $700.
Yes, average $700.
How much are you guys selling this for?
1,000.
See, this is what I don't like about these kinds of cases because I know coffee machines are not $1,000.
Well, the
It's in the
industrial
case.
ones.
It's in the case. We're gonna look this up. $1,000 in the case. It says on page 4, paragraph 1, Keurig management anticipated selling its brewers to OCS distributors for approximately $1,000. And we're not selling them for more than that. You can see our you can see the
Okay, but it
yeah.
says right after that the brewer would cost Keurig about $500 to manufacture.
Right, the first 1,000 are costing us 800. So if you do the math, it comes to an average of you can do the math real quick if you want, but the first 1,000 are costing us 800
Where does it say that?
in the confidential information.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would we be getting any equity in your company? Because
No. No.
then
You just
I'm
be
not doing it. I'm not going to pay for 50% and not have any equity.
what we're saying here is if we let you guys buy and sell with us 750 of these machines, and if they cost you guys 700, you're making $300 a pop. So your profits, your ultimate profits, let's see here. Your revenue is you're putting down 525,000, you're getting 750,000. So we're pretty much saying that
Okay,
you're
this
gonna
is just for the machines.
we're letting you have $225,000. Does that make sense?
So you guys are not negotiating for royalty right now. You're negotiating for a partnership. If I'm correct.
We're not negotiating for partnership. We're not negotiating for royalty. We're just saying that we're willing to split everything with you guys. And
That's a partnership that you want to split everything, but no royalty.
the royalty, we're hoping to split that too.
So you want to take your entire company and have us do 50% of the legwork for you.
50% of the legwork. No, actually, we'll take care of 1,000 of the contracts. We'll take 2/3 of the contracts.
Okay, which means you guys would be doing $800 per machine. Is that correct? So if you're going to take the first 1,000, I don't want to pay $800 per machine.
No. What we're saying is we're going to what we're going to do is we're going to level it out. We're going to say the machines are costing us on average for 1,500 machines $700. So you cover half the price and we'll cover half the price, and you get half the profits and we'll get half the profits.
You're just putting out money for it.
Right, you're just putting down money for it, and when the operation goes and when we sell the machines, you get another $225,000.
Yeah.
in addition, our salespeople in selling the machines will sell 250 of the 750 that that we're looking at.
The question that I have,
Uh-huh.
I sort of like your way of doing this, but the question that I have is, should we step out of the royalty thing? Because I don't know if you know much on the royalty, but when you do a royalty agreement, usually you cannot go over 30%.
So you want 30%?
I said usually in most, you cannot go over 30%.
All right, we'll look at that. We'll see what that looks like.
So
So you're making 11 cents a pop. So 0.11 divided into or times 0.3. So 3.3 cents per cup, right? 0.033.
Is that what we're making or you're making on the cup?
That would put you at a profit per cup of 6.7 cents and us at negative 2.2 cents.
yeah, that's a scenario, right? That's not clear.
Right.
But as I said, I'm not sure if we should step out of the royalty thing and go to the lease agreement, or they want us to stick with the royalty, if that makes sense.
Oh, you mean not do any other agreements, just talk about the royalty thing?
Well, I'm not sure about it.
Uh-huh.
So
Personally, Griselda, you can, I don't know, we don't really talk about this. With this, we're selling the coffee and we're going to do the packaging.
mm-hmm.
And we are in the coffee business. We're not in the coffee machine business. They're two separate things to me.
Yeah.
Yes, without the coffee machine, we would not be able to sell our coffee. But without the coffee machines would be able to sell theirs. So so far we have only stuck with the coffee business, not the machine business. And I don't really want to dabble in the machine business.
Okay.
Which would be why I wouldn't want to split 50-50 everything for you guys, especially if we're not going to get any equity in the company. Because if we're going to put money in, and yes, I know that we're getting money out, that's taking our sales force, everything, and we're not getting a long hand return. It's only a temporary return.
I guess I'm not following the long hand return thing. Temporary return.
Well, if equity, if we're going to put in 50% into your company.
Oh, you're not putting 50% into a company. You're just getting 50% of the profits. Oh, and the cost of you're talking about the cost of the copy machines.
Yeah. For all of that, because that's your entire company. You guys are the coffee machine.
I
mean, what else are you selling?
I see our company is mostly the rights. We've got this fabulous product. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. So.
But does it say that you manufacture it for $500?
Not. No.
Because I saw the case you said you manufacture it for $500 and you sell it for $1,000 to distributors. Wasn't that what it says? Average? In the case?
But not from our confidential stuff that we can't talk about.
Okay.
Well, you have different numbers on it confidential than the main case then, or?
I was just throwing out the 750 thing and the idea of us splitting the coffee machine sales. I was just throwing that out, thinking that the return would be attractive to you guys. It's a pretty high profit return, so I just thought maybe you'd be interested in that. But if you're not interested in that aspect, then we can talk about it in other terms.
Yeah, it says on page 4.
Page 4.
Keurig management selling its brewer to distributors for approximately 1,000.
Yeah.
But it costs you guys about 500 to manufacture it.
It costs us 800. It's costing us 800 for the first 1,000.
For the first thousands that you guys are selling them, or
No, for the first 1,000 machines that we make.
it costs you 800.
Yes, we
For the other ones,
purchase.
500, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
But for the other ones, it's 500, right?
Right, for the additional 5, yeah, for another 500, it's 500 a pop. So if you take the average, if we take just
So we just took 1,500 and divided all that instead
so
of.
if we take 1,000 machines and we take 500 machines, and if these first 1,000 are 800 and these ones are 500, so if I go 1,000 times 800 and 500 times 500, this equals this plus this, and if I take that number divided by 1,500, the average is $700 per machine.
So essentially, we need to get that 500 extra so that we can sell your coffee in those 500 extra machines.
I think we're just giving them too much information, Chelsea. I think I think we're asking them to digest too much. We just in the limited amount of time we have, and they don't specialize in selling coffee machines, so they're concerned about that. And asking them to come up with maybe another 500 for us is a little, or splitting 50-50, 750 is kind of, they're like, we don't sell coffee machines, so definitely out of their league. We're asking too much. I can see that. So how about nobody's going to make any money if we are if we can't make any money, nobody's going to make any money. And you guys want a fair deal. And so right now you're thinking that a royalty per cup needs to be no more than 30%, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
And right now, let's see here.
Especially because we're paying for the production cost for the little K-cups.
Right. Hey Chelsea, I'm gonna run some stuff by you real quick. Is that cool with you guys?
Yep.
I just want to ask Chelsea a question before I propose something.
Hey there, Medicine.
Yeah.
So one thing that it's kind of very hard in this case is that we are the only stream of revenue for them, and it's, I don't know, kind of doesn't give them a lot of options. So it comes to the exclusivity one.
Yeah, but they're not going to give us any equity in their company.
Yeah. Yeah, from like information that I know, when you take a royalty from a company, is that you give your patent, your creation to the company, and the company does everything else. And you just, get the right out of it. from your creation. So I don't get the 700,000 employees they have, like the annual. I just think it's too much cost for them. So that's why I think they should have other streams of revenues if they have that much employees.
Right.
So that is the unclear part. They have so many employees, but just only one stream of revenue is just.
Yeah. Because we're paying for the production cost. We're paying for, I mean, it's going to be all our manpower. Literally, they don't have to do anything with the production and the selling of our cup. We're paying for all of that.
Yeah.
We're literally just giving them money.
Yep. So that's what I don't get their
Right.
salary cost.
Right. That's why I'm kind of being headstrong about it. Because I'm like, we're doing everything. We're literally just giving you money.
Well, that's the royalty agreement, basically.
Right.
You give us your patent invention, and we do the work for you. So I don't know.
We're literally the legwork for them completely. And yes, they came up with the design, but we're putting it into action for them.
All right, you guys there?
Yeah.
Hey, I couldn't. We kind of overheard some of what you guys were talking about.
That's fine.
So no, you're good. You're good. You guys have some good points. Now, the thing that we have here is we're the ones that are actually creating the market for you guys. We're sending our salespeople out, and we're putting these coffee machines in all these different places, and we're training people on how to use them. And of course, we also have the rights to the machines and all, and the production process and all of this cool stuff that we're going to license to you, give you exclusive control over the market that we create. Because if we don't have a sales force that goes out, we have to pay these people wages to go out and open up the market. You guys aren't going to produce anything. So if it was a typical franchise type of thing, you guys would also, be dealing with some of the, there'd be some either at least some cost sharing in the production of the market. Does that make sense? I mean, if we don't send our salespeople out, and if we don't put these machines in offices, you guys are not going to you're not going to produce any.
Right, we're handling those contracts is what we're doing.
Right, we could give you exclusive control, but if we don't go out and if we don't set up contracts, we're gonna have you guys produce coffee, but it might only be 5 cups of coffee, and at 6 cents a cup, here's your 25 cents. Nobody's gonna make any money. So you guys are producing it. We're going out, and marketing is huge when you consider how big marketing is in the world, and the cost of doing that. I mean, it can be up there near the cost, or even sometimes around the cost, depending on the product, the cost of production. So that's kind of what we're seeing as far as costs and wages go. In addition to,
But I thought the distributor, was your guys' company?
Yeah, the one who go install them and sell them and stuff.
Well, we've got to connect with them, and we've got to get contracts written up with them. We've got to say, hey, you guys need our machine. It's better than these other guys' machines. It's better than the competitors.
Those are our customers, right?
Our coffee is better than the next guy. So we've got to go in there and we've got to sell these contracts and set them up. And these contracts are the lifeblood that permit you guys to keep producing. We could give you exclusivity, but if we don't have any of these contracts, you guys aren't going to be brewing anything, and you guys aren't going to be making anything. You're not going to be able to sell the cups at 25 cents a pop. See, we're producing the customer for you guys to sell your cups at 25 cents a pop.
Where does it say that?
Where does it say that? Let me pull up.
Because we have salesmen as well. We
Well,
have doubled the amount
Yeah,
of salesmen,
people
right?
are going to buy your machines because it sells our coffee.
hold on.
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's right here. So the distributor right here is
It's both of our customers.
right.
Yeah, but our customers can get our coffee without your machine.
So you're saying that you're actually sending salespeople out, and you are
Well, one
you're
reason why you guys are trying to have an agreement with us is because of our name.
right.
You're using our brand, our name.
Because people like our coffee.
Yeah.
But our salespeople are the ones selling the distributors, right?
I mean, just like you guys have salespeople out there, we have salespeople out there making contracts with grocery stores, with all that stuff. So you guys are kind of piggybacking on us.
Okay, that's key. That's key. If you guys can guarantee to us that you're going to be selling more than 1,000, then that'll help our revenues, and we might be a lot happier with 30% or less in royalties. That's completely fine. If as long as we have a guarantee that we're going to sell enough cups of coffee, we'll be fine. We don't have a problem with that. But right now, the contract that we're talking about only involves 1,000 or 1,500.
I
So
mean, we can't guarantee to sell your product. We can guarantee that we'll sell our product in all these different places where people are going to find your product's name and want to buy your product.
Yeah, but you're going to be paying all this money on your production and doing all the stuff that aren't going to work in anything else except for our machines.
okay. Well, so right now the only thing we have to work with as far as the numbers go is the brewer line capacity of 1,500. And we're making, if there's 1,500, let's see here, 3 cents per cup, number of cups per year. The only thing we have to work with is this 13 million cups per year. If we know we're going to get royalties on more than that, then we'll be happy. If you guys have a sales team that's actually going to be producing more than that many cups, and if we're going to be making a royalty of more than that, then yeah, it's roses. Yeah, that's cool. If we write up something in the contract that says there's more than 13 million cups, then we're good with a smaller royalty.
Well, one thing I don't get is that who said that was 0.33
Well,
cents?
you said that was the high end. If it was 2 cents, that's fine too. I mean, if it's 2 cents, we just need to make sure.
That was to give you, Adam.
In fact, for us to break even here on this, if we goal seek this to a value of 0 by changing the number of cups that are sold, rather than 13 million,
I mean, you guys need a chunk that's quite a bit more.
right, yeah.
I
And
mean,
if you guys,
we're doing the entire production line, like all of that. I mean, we're putting our product in these cups to use in your machines. We're doing all the legwork for it. I mean,
right, but we're doing all the legwork in selling the coffee. I mean, it's like a car, I mean, if you're working sales anywhere, I mean, I guess it depends on the business, but your sales force can be a huge part of that.
I think the only thing we're requiring from you is just the patent and the invention thing. On the sales part, I think we will cover it, right, Madison?
Mhm.
And
yeah. So if you guys cover
Here's an idea.
everything for the machine. We cover everything for the little cups. We split, and we can give you guys money. Say, I mean, I don't even know how much money, but okay, so total revenue. This is a perfect example. We could give you $1 million to help with the sales of this.
Okay. So you want to give us $1 million to help with the sales?
Yeah, for your salespeople. I don't want anything to do with the like the production of the machines, but
Uh-huh.
for the sales, we can help out with the sales because it's both our products that we're selling.
Right.
Mhm.
They're going to bed. They're going to bed.
Okay, Rebecca. All right. So you're gonna throw in $1,000, $1 million in the mix. And how much per royalty per cup? You want 2 cents?
We'd be giving you 2 cents royalty per cup.
Okay. All right. Well, let me plunk some numbers and see where that puts us. So $1 million.
I mean, I haven't done any numbers for this, but say we give you a big chunk of money for sales.
Sure.
For how long is that though?
It's just one lump sum.
One lump sum.
I can put some butter.
Hey, Rebecca, can you go out right now, please? Let me see here. Let's see, 0.02, 700,000, million.
Where's your
I mean,
bottle?
that's just to get everything up and off the ground rolling. Or we can do it another way where we have salespeople that team up with your people and go out there together.
And that's what we were originally suggesting. I mean, earlier. That was too confusing. Yeah, that was because you guys said you didn't want to sell. You didn't have a salespeople, or that wasn't your job. So, yeah.
No,
Well,
we
the
on the
machine.
production part. The
We'll sell
machine.
our coffee. We're not selling your machine. But we could team up.
Yeah,
have
but
two
you can't
salespeople.
sell those K-cups unless you have our machine. So you want us to do
So
good.
what I'm saying is, so we'd send out our sales group with yours together, so there'd have to be two people every time they go sell, to where you guys are saying, here, buy my machine, and then where our guys are saying, and use our coffee for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. That sounds great. Yeah, I mean, that's ultimately what they're thinking of. They're not thinking, oh, we want this fabulously, this neat machine. We want the coffee and the machine and the coffee to go together. So yeah. Yeah.
We're at an hour.
I know. I gotta go soon.
Can't believe this is our last one.
I know. Thank goodness.
Been a good semester though.
I think once I figured out the flow of the class, it was much easier than I thought.
Yes. Adam, did you figure it out, or?
I was just playing Angry Birds here. I thought you guys. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay. Sorry. Trying to reformulate a whole bunch of stuff here. So September 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. September 2012 is when.
Geez, Madison, I think you threw us for a loop in there, adding that $1 million in there.
Yeah.
I know I didn't. Do you know we can just put it in the negotiation?
All right. So
Because I gotta go soon. I have people coming over.
So how about
I mean, because I don't even know where to add it in on here.
All right, how about, let's see here. So what we're talking about is we're talking about exclusivity for the Northeast, for you guys to handle any contracts that we bring in for you, right?
I thought we were doing where we were selling the Keurig.
Where you're selling the Keurig?
Yeah,
No,
where you're selling your product.
wherever we would sell Keurig, we would sell their stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so at the same price, right? So for 5 years, right?
Right.
Okay. So you'd be able to meet demand wherever we go, 5 years, and that includes if we sell more and you guys need to expand your product line, you'd be able to do that for us, right?
Right.
Okay. And you're talking about giving us $1 million, right? So that we can put that $1 million towards sales.
Towards sales, yes.
Right. And royalty per cup. You're talking about what was the royalty per cup?
2 cents, I think they said.
Yep.
2 cents?
Especially if we're giving you guys $1 million.
Okay. What would you guys think of 2.25 cents?
Nope, 2 cents if we're giving $1 million.
Okay.
Because we're helping with the sales of it, and we're giving you money just off of this product.
Right.
Come on, Adam, let's do this. Let's finish it. 1 million, man, come on.
1 million, man. Let's see here.
I think I have about 6 to 8 minutes more, and then I have to go with it.
So that puts us through September of 2002. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Let's write it up.
Awesome. Where's that? Anonymous Moose.
All right, so we got the royalty cup of 2 cents. We've got who pays for the packaging line. And that would be GMCR. What is GMCR? What if GMCR is? We're not dealing with that. We're dealing with
No, we do want exclusivity.
well, yeah, exclusivity, yes. Exclusivity for 5 years with providing any necessary expansion product, any necessary any providing for any expansion in
Quantity.
quantity. Yes. within that time. And the exclusivity includes geographic, is not geographic
Well, where else are you guys gonna plan on? Are you going to Canada and Mexico and across the pond for this?
we might. Hey, and that would just provide more sales for you guys, right?
Yeah, but are you planning on doing that in the next 5 years?
We might. We're planning on growing, and you guys want to grow too. You guys have increased your sales force, so obviously you guys are wanting to grow. We're wanting to grow. We're gonna.
Yeah.
Um, and costs, all royalty for. I guess we don't even need to state that. That's for 2 years.
But we
Is there
didn't
anything
we're
else?
happy for 2 years.
5 years. Sorry, I'm sorry. 5 years. You guys are just too good. Trying to be sneaky, and you guys keep catching me.
I know, it's not gonna work.
For packaging lines, and that's CR.
We pay for packaging for the K-Cups, not the Keurig. Make sure that's in there.
Oh yeah. That's the packaging production lines. Is that adequate? Production of K-Cups. Lines for K-Cups. Cups, can't even spell this more. Okay, cups. Oh, we need to add that $1 million.
I don't like the whole initial thing.
What is that supposed
GMRC
to say?
gives a one-time lump sum of $1 million.
And when is this going to be given?
For, hold on, you're not finished with the sentence. For the use of sales.
For the use of salary, sales salary.
Just for the use of
For sales purposes. For machine
for the sales.
coffee machine sales purposes.
Not just for the coffee machine, for our coffee in it too.
Okay.
Now, I gotta make sure like all the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed.
It's kind of funny that the our instructions said not to worry so much about legal.
Yeah, our instructions did too, but I know you're gonna try to catch something in there, so I gotta do it for myself.
Okay, GMCR gift a one-time lump sum of $1 million for coffee machine sale purposes. Is that is your legal team happy with that one?
Yes.
Okay. Was there anything else we're missing?
And then you guys said no equity in Keurig, right?
No.
Okay.
Correct.
Well, there wasn't really enough information given. We
Yeah,
just
right.
weren't comfortable with the
Right.
idea because we didn't know. And I don't think that the sales team is even. I don't think we even have much equity. I think the owners are elsewhere, so kind of playing with their money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's good.
And that which includes the first 700,000
For what?
for the first production line. We don't even need to put that. Just pays for all production line costs.
For the K-Cup.
Yeah, for all packaging. All you don't even need to put packaging in there. Just say production line cups, production lines for K-Cups.
Mm. I think that's good. Are we under our 90 minutes? Because that's...
Yeah, we are. There's our negotiation.
Is everybody happy?
Yeah.
It says everybody needs to be happy. Are you happy, Griselda? I'm happy.
No, I'm not happy.
Okay, all right.
Well,
I have a very fussy baby around here, so.
Sorry.
No, I'm happy too. As I was saying the other, it's like it's been a good semester. Learned a lot from you guys.
Yeah.
I agree. I learned a lot from you guys. You guys are good.
do we need to talk about our negotiation now, or is this enough good?
Are there any other instructions that we haven't covered? We got 15 minutes to do that, I think.
So is what happens in your negotiation. What was the tone of your negotiation? I feel like it was forward and straight to the point.
Yes.
What actions did your counterparty take when they were particularly effective?
No, I wasn't. Sorry, Adam.
What's that?
Oh, the counterparty. Yeah, I think we're both good. Both
Yeah.
sides. Adam did an excellent job.
Yeah, I think we're all good on that.
Yeah.
Did you walk through a per cup economic analysis? Yes. What major points of disagreement did you encounter?
You guys didn't want to do things outside of the scope of your business, and that was really frustrating. It's like, come on.
Ah,
Sorry.
Although you had a sales team, so it was kind of, I don't know, you guys could have sold your coffee, and I think we probably could have done a better job of introducing that aspect rather than trying to get you to sell coffee machines, because selling the coffee really does sell both.
machine.
I
Yeah.
could have said that a little differently.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. If you would have taken a different approach, we could have been more willing. How did you view Keurig's position? I viewed them as a coffee machine company.
Did you think we were desperate?
Yeah. Kind of.
Did you know in your stuff that we were desperate?
We were?
Or no, I'm just asking, like, did it say that we were? I mean, I'm just wondering.
We just knew that with the other company that you guys are looking at, the cost would be higher.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't even think it showed another company on our end.
Well, the True North, if we would have just done our own thing and not had anybody else come in.
Yeah,
Oh.
it would have been a lot higher for you guys.
Higher
Costs.
would it have been?
Yeah.
Well, higher costs and less profits for them, so they would give you guys less, less money per cup.
Yeah, we did talk about that, Adam.
Actually, hold on now. We'd be negative. No, that's a negative. Okay, never mind. All right, we're good.
GMCR is very important. They're giving us $1 million.
All right, we can, for sales purposes, machine sales purposes, we're gonna create a another company. We're gonna sell off the machines. We're gonna go to the Bahamas and pocket the $1 million.
No.
Not just kidding. What you guys didn't know is in our secret combinations, I mean in the stuff we're not supposed to share, we're a bunch of crooks and we're going to run off with your money. No, just kidding. Okay, sorry. No, that's not true.
We are recording this, Adam.
Oh, we are.
Just so you know.
No, we're a legitimate operation. And you guys are great partners, so we don't want to lose you So I think we're good. Is there anything else we need to discuss that wasn't discussed?
No, we still have more questions to go through, though.
Oh,
I know. What's the maximum value that could be shared between GMCR? Okay, $1 million. How much does Keurig earn under True North? Not as much.
No.
What is Keurig's walkaway for giving you guys a royalty
Yeah.
or paying for everything else? Your guys' walkaway is $1 million and a royalty.
We didn't kind of talk about what happens if GMRC or GMCR does not sell the total that we need within that 5 years. Like what happens if they don't pull their side? Like we have all these machines, but yet no production. We don't have enough.
Well, you guys aren't giving us anything.
True. Okay.
Is that a discussion board as well, or in a cage discussion, or not?
Do what?
No, the question that you asked, is that part of the
Oh,
discussion?
no.
Okay.
What is GMCR's walkaway? That we're paying for stuff, but we're going to help you out and we're both going to be making money. How did you get those values?
Adam's good math work.
Negotiation. Can we use the video from Brother Crawford? What is the Zupa? I'm lost on that one. Who wants to answer that?
I thought Zupa was a soup at Olive Garden.
I thought Zupa was a restaurant in Utah.
Zupa Toscana. So that's an Olive Garden soup. It's pretty good. It's expensive though. Zupa, Investopedia, or Wikipedia. What's Zupa? I should know what the Zupa.
It's been a long semester. If you know any of that stuff.
It sounds really familiar. I did a search through all the classes since the beginning of my career at BYU Idaho, and I'm not finding any references besides this. Zupa.
I keep coming up with Zupa restaurants.
Yeah. Zupa's is really good.
In March of 2016, somebody said something about a Zupa restaurant. I live in Northern California. Somebody says something about a Zupa healthy options. Besides this class, this week, that's the only reference within like all of my 100 credit hours of classes, 100 plus.
It's a spelling error. Let's move on.
Okay. How big of a deal is exclusivity to both parties? I would say it's extremely important for us.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the contract. Exclusivity could also, if the contract says that you are going to provide all of our needs, then that gives us some reassurance, and we don't have to deal with other people.
Right.
Yeah.
But it could also really put somebody in a bind if it's too, if it doesn't have enough detail in it.
Right.
Or too much detail.
Or too much detail, yeah.
If there are better terms, we could even negotiate with other people if we didn't have exclusivity.
Right. Which is what we didn't want.
Right. But if you guys, like you said, you'd be willing to provide your product anywhere we went, then as long as you guys provide a good product, we don't have to deal with other people.
Right.
We could just, so it
And
could be
then
good or bad thing.
Yeah. Have we captured a complete picture of both parties' interests? I think we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhat. I think so.
Cool.
Okay. We're good. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right.